don't skip. Your soulmate secretly tested your honesty and broke down in tears when they found out. My child, come close to me now and let me speak to your heart. There is something I must tell you about the one I have chosen for you. What I am about to reveal will change how you see everything. Listen closely to me, for this is not an ordinary message. Your soulmate has been carrying a secret that they have not told a single living soul. They tested you, and what they discovered broke them completely. I saw the moment it happened, and I watched their tears fall in the quiet of the night. They were not tears of anger or rejection. They were tears of overwhelming relief and love. You see, your soulmate has been hurt before in ways that left deep scars. They have trusted people who proved unworthy of that trust. They built walls around their heart so high that even they wondered if anyone could ever climb them. But I knew the plan from the beginning. I knew that I was shaping you to be the one who would prove different. I was building in you the character that would make those walls come down. Your soulmate has cried tears nobody has seen. In the dark hours when sleep would not come, they have asked me if real love still exists. They have wondered if honesty was just a fairy tale that people told but nobody lived. Then they met you, or they observed you from a distance, and something stirred in their spirit. They felt a quiet nudge that made them pay attention. They decided to test what they saw, not out of suspicion but out of desperate hope. The test was not meant to trap you or to prove you unworthy. It was meant to protect their own heart from another devastating disappointment. They needed to know if you were truly the person you appeared to be. Jesus says, "My child, you passed the test without even knowing you were being tested. Your honesty shone like a light in their darkness." The Lord says, that moment of truth reached into the deepest wounds of their soul. It touched places that no words of comfort had ever been able to reach. I want you to understand what happened in their heart when they realized you were genuine. They had prepared themselves for the worst because the worst was all they had ever known. They expected lies, and instead they found truth. The shock of your honesty was so profound that they had to be alone. They found a quiet place, and there the tears began to flow without stopping. These were tears of healing that I had been waiting to release for years. Your soulmate is carrying a burden they have not told anyone about. They have been fighting battles in the silence of their own mind. They have been wrestling with fears that love might never find them. When they tested your honesty and saw the truth, something broke open inside them. It was like a locked door suddenly swinging wide. They felt hope rush in where despair had lived for so long. I am telling you this because I want you to know how precious you are to them already. Even if you have not yet met face to face, your character has spoken to their heart. Your integrity has become the key that unlocked their prison. While you have been wondering where they have been wondering if anyone truly understands them. While you have been praying for me to bring them, they have been praying for someone exactly like you. My timing is always perfect, even when it feels slow. The tears they cried were not just about you passing a test. The tears were about every prayer they had ever prayed finally being answered. They were about the years of loneliness suddenly having meaning and purpose. Jesus says, "I am the God who sees every hidden tear and every silent prayer. I have been working in both of your lives long before this moment." The Lord says, What I am about to reveal could change everything for both of you. Stay with me until the end, because I am going to show you exactly what your soulmate needs from you right now. Your soulmate is currently in a season that requires great strength and faith. They are facing pressures that would make most people give up completely. They need to know that the love you carry is real and lasting. The test they gave you was born from their own pain and past betrayals. Someone they trusted deeply had lied to them in a way that shattered their confidence. The wound was so deep that they promised themselves they would never be fooled again. When they saw your honesty, it was like watching the sun rise after years of darkness. They could not believe what they were witnessing. They had to test it again in their mind to make sure it was true. And when they confirmed that you were exactly who you appeared to be, the tears came like a flood. They cried for the years they lost to fear and suspicion. They cried for the healing that was finally beginning. You have no idea how close this connection has become. The spiritual bond between your hearts is already forming, even if you cannot see it yet. I am knitting your souls together in ways that will amaze you when you finally understand. My child, I need you to pray for your soulmate tonight. They need my protection right now in a very specific and urgent way. There are forces trying to discourage them and pull them back into doubt. Something is happening in their life that you must know about. They are standing at a crossroads, and the decision they make will affect both of your futures. Your prayers can surround them with my angels and my peace. The Lord says, I have assigned angels to guard your soulmate even now. But your prayers release even greater power into their situation. Jesus says, when you pray for someone you have not yet met, you are partnering with heaven in a profound and beautiful way. Your love reaches across distance and touches their spirit. Think about the tears your soulmate cried when they discovered your honesty. Those were not ordinary tears of sadness or even ordinary tears of joy. Those were tears of deliverance from years of fear. Every lie they had ever been told lost its power in that moment. Every broken promise from their past was washed away. Your truthfulness became the medicine their wounded heart needed. I want you to feel the weight of what I am telling you. The love you carry in your character is not just a nice quality. It is a healing force that I have designed specifically for your soulmate. You were created to be the answer to prayers they have been praying for years. Your honesty was not an accident or a small thing. It was the very thing their soul has been desperately searching for. The Lord says, I am revealing these things to you so that you will understand the urgency of this season. Your soulmate needs your prayers more than you realize. Jesus says, stay with me, for there is much more I must show you about the one I have prepared for your heart. The story is not finished, and the best is yet to come. Your soulmate is carrying a calling on their life that is significant and holy. They have gifts that the world needs, but the enemy has tried to bury those gifts under pain. Your love will help them rise again. When they cried those tears after testing your honesty, something shifted in the spiritual realm. A chain was broken that had held them captive for too long. Freedom began to flow into their heart. I need you to understand that your soulmate is not perfect, and neither are you. But I have designed you to fit together in a way that will strengthen both of you. Your honesty will anchor them, and their love will inspire you. The test they gave you was not a sign of weakness or distrust. It was a sign of how valuable their heart is and how carefully it must be guarded. They have learned through pain to be wise, and that wisdom will bless your life. The Lord says, I am preparing you even now for the moment when your eyes will meet. Every lesson you are learning in this season is preparing you to love them well. Jesus says, do not rush the process, for I am doing a deep work in both of your hearts. Trust my timing, for it is always perfect and always loving. Your soulmate has cried tears of gratitude for you, even if they do not yet know your name. They have thanked me for creating someone with a heart like yours. They have felt hope return after years of emptiness. This is the kind of love that I designed for my children. It is not shallow or based on appearances. It is rooted in character, truth, and the deep knowing that I have brought you together for a purpose. The Lord says, I want you to let go of any past hurts that are still clinging to your heart. Release them to me now, for your hands must be empty to receive this new blessing. Jesus says, the love I am bringing you will require all of your heart, not just the leftover pieces. Let me heal you completely so you can love them fully. Think about your soulmate right now as I describe them to you. They are someone who values truth above comfort and honesty above flattery. They would rather be alone than be with someone who pretends. This is why your honesty meant so much to them. It spoke a language that their heart understood. It proved that you are safe and that you can be trusted with the most precious thing they have. Their heart is calling for the very love God placed inside you. The compassion you feel, the integrity you walk in, the truth you speak. These are the things that your soulmate has been longing for. The Lord says, I am going to reveal the exact sign I am placing in your path tomorrow. Pay attention, for this sign will confirm everything I have spoken to you. Jesus says, when you see this sign, you will know that I am moving swiftly to bring your hearts together. You will feel my peace covering you like a blanket. The sign will be a moment of unexpected kindness from a stranger. When it happens, you will feel a warmth in your chest that you cannot explain. That warmth is my presence confirming that your soulmate is closer than you think. I have been preparing your soulmate for you since before either of you were born. I saw the tears they would cry and the healing you would bring. I saw the test they would give and the honesty you would show. Nothing about your story is accidental or random. Every detail has been crafted by my loving hands. The pain of your past is being transformed into wisdom for your future together. Your soulmate is thinking about you right now, even if they do not know it is you they are thinking about. They are feeling a pull towards something new and hopeful. They are sensing that change is coming to their life. The Lord says, the tears they cried when they discovered your honesty were just the beginning. There will be more tears, but they will be tears of joy and healing and celebration. Jesus says, I am the God of restoration, and I will restore the years that were stolen from both of you. The time you spent waiting was not wasted in my kingdom. My child, I want you to speak words of blessing over your soulmate tonight. Even though you do not know their name, speak to their spirit. Tell them that you are here, you are real, and you are coming. Your words have power when they are spoken in faith. The distance between you is not a barrier to my spirit. I will carry your words to their heart like a gentle breeze. The Lord says, pray for their protection with urgency and passion. There is a battle happening around them that you cannot see with your natural eyes. Jesus says, "Your prayers are like a shield that I place around them in the spiritual realm." Do not underestimate the power I have given you to intercede for your future spouse. Think about the moment when they will tell you this story themselves. They will describe the test and the tears and the overwhelming relief. They will tell you how your honesty changed everything they believed about love. That conversation will be one of the most sacred moments of your life. You will see in their eyes the depth of what your character meant to them. You will understand fully what I am revealing to you now in part. The Lord says, guard your heart and your character during this waiting season. The enemy wants to steal your testimony before it can be fully written. Jesus says, stay on the path of integrity, for your soulmate is watching from a distance. They are noticing things about you that you do not realize anyone sees. Your soulmate has been praying for someone who is consistent and true. They have been asking me to send a person whose words match their actions. They have been longing for authenticity in a world full of masks. When they tested you and found you honest, it was an answer to a prayer they had almost given up praying. It was the fulfillment of a hope that was nearly extinguished. You became living proof that I had heard them. I want you to let that truth sink deep into your spirit. You are an answer to prayer. You are the fulfillment of a hope. You are the living proof of my faithfulness to your soulmate. The Lord says, now I am calling you to a deeper level of trust and surrender. I am asking you to release your timeline and embrace my perfect timing. Jesus says, the love I am preparing for you is worth every moment of waiting. Do not settle for something less than what I have designed for your heart. Your soulmate needs you to be strong right now. They need you to be praying and believing and standing in faith. They need to know that you are not giving up on them. The enemy is trying to plant seeds of doubt and impatience in your mind. He wants you to question whether this love will ever come. He wants you to lower your standards and compromise your faith. But I am calling you to rise above those lies and stand on my promises. I am calling you to be a warrior of faith for the sake of your future love. I am calling you to fight for them in prayer. The Lord says, something is happening in your soulmate's life right now that requires my direct intervention. Your prayers are part of the plan I have to rescue them. Jesus says, I am placing my hand upon their heart tonight as they sleep. I am giving them dreams of hope and visions of a future filled with love. Your soulmate is precious and irreplaceable in my sight. I did not create them to be broken and alone. I created them to be loved and cherished by someone who would see their true value. That someone is you. You are the one I have appointed to love them with my love. You are the one who will show them the faithfulness of God through your own faithfulness. The tears they cried when they discovered your honesty were a turning point in their spiritual journey. A new chapter began in that moment. The old story of heartbreak was closed, and a new story of hope was opened. You are part of that new story. Your name is written on the pages of their future. Your love is the gift I am preparing to give them. The Lord says, I want you to feel the urgency of this hour. Do not delay in preparing your heart for what is coming. Let go of every weight that holds you back. Jesus says, the sign I am placing in your path tomorrow is just the beginning. There will be many confirmations if you keep your eyes open and your heart tender. My child, I am speaking to you directly because I love you and I want you to be ready. Your soulmate is closer than you think. The test they gave you was not the end of the story but the beginning. Everything in your life has been leading to this season of preparation. The lessons you have learned, the character you have built, the faith you have grown. All of it is about to be used for a purpose greater than you can imagine. The Lord says, "Stay with me now, for I am about to reveal the deepest part of this message. What I am going to tell you will stay with you for the rest of your life." Jesus says, your soulmate has been fighting a battle that has made them feel utterly alone. They have been crying out for someone to understand, someone to see, someone to care. And you have been chosen to be that someone. Your heart has been shaped to carry compassion for them. Your spirit has been trained to hear my voice so you can pray for them effectively. The tears they cried when they found out you were honest were not the end of their crying. There are still more tears to come as healing continues. But you will be there to catch those tears and hold their heart. I am calling you to a love that is courageous and selfless. This is not a love that takes but a love that gives. This is not a love that demands but a love that serves. The Lord says, when you finally meet your soulmate, you will understand why I asked you to pray so fervently. You will see the battle scars and the victories. You will know that your prayers made a difference. Jesus says, I am coming soon to bring your hearts together. The wait is almost over, and the reward is beyond anything you have hoped for. Now I want you to do something for me tonight before you sleep. I want you to place your hand on your heart and speak peace over your soulmate. Speak protection, speak healing, speak hope. Your words will travel on the wings of my spirit and land softly on their weary soul. They will feel a sudden warmth and a sense that someone out there cares. They will not know it is you, but they will feel the love. The Lord says, this is the power I have given to my children who walk in faith. You can touch hearts across any distance through the power of prayer and love. Jesus says, your soulmate is my precious child, and I am entrusting them to your care. Love them well, pray for them daily, and never stop believing in my plan. The test is over now, and you have proven faithful. The tears they cried were tears of transformation. The secret they carried has been revealed to you by my Spirit. Go forward now in the confidence that I am working all things together for your good. Your love story is being written by the author of all love. The chapter of waiting is closing, and the chapter of meeting is about to begin. I love you, my child, and I love the one I am bringing to you. Trust me, believe me, and prepare your heart. The best days of your life are not behind you but ahead of you, waiting just beyond the horizon of tomorrow. The Lord says, I want you to understand the depth of what your soulmate experienced when they tested you. They had rehearsed this moment in their mind many times before it happened. They had prepared themselves for disappointment because disappointment was all they had ever known. When your honesty met their test, it was like cold water on a burning wound. They felt something shift deep inside their chest. A wall that had stood for years suddenly developed a crack. Jesus says, I am the master builder, and sometimes I must break down old walls before I can build something new. Your soulmate's walls were keeping out love, and I needed them to come down. Your soulmate has been living with a quiet ache that they have learned to hide from everyone. They smile in public and cry in private. They have become experts at pretending everything is fine when nothing feels fine. But when they tested you and found you true, the pretending stopped for a moment. The mask slipped off, and the real person underneath came up for air. They felt permission to hope again after years of shutting hope out. I want you to picture their face in your mind right now. Picture the relief washing over them like a warm rain. Picture their shoulders dropping as tension they did not know they carried began to release. The Lord says, "This is the moment I have been working toward for years. This is the turning point that will define the rest of their life." Jesus says, "You were the instrument of my healing, and you did not even know you were being used." Your simple honesty became a holy moment. My child, your soulmate has been misunderstood by almost everyone around them. People have called them too sensitive or too guarded or too hard to reach. But I know the truth about their tender heart. They feel things deeply, and that depth has made life painful for them. They absorb the emotions of others like a cloth absorbs water. They need someone who will protect them from the harshness of the world. That protector is you. That safe place is your arms. That understanding voice is the one I have given you. The Lord says, your soulmate is not broken, even though they sometimes feel shattered. They are simply waiting for the one who will see their sensitivity as a gift rather than a burden. When they cried those tears after the test, they were releasing years of pent-up emotion. Every disappointment, every betrayal, every lonely night came pouring out. And in the release, I began a deep and lasting healing. You must understand that your soulmate's tears were holy water to me. I collected every single one in my bottle. Nothing precious to them is ever wasted or forgotten in my kingdom. Jesus says, I am close to the broken-hearted, and I save those who are crushed in spirit. Your soulmate has been both broken-hearted and crushed, and I have never left their side. The Lord says, now I am bringing you to stand beside them as my representative of love. You will be my hands to hold them and my voice to comfort them. Think about the courage it took for your soulmate to test you at all. Testing required hope, and hope was dangerous for them. Every time they had hoped before, they had been disappointed. But something about you made them willing to risk hope one more time. Something in your spirit called to something in their spirit. They felt a pull that they could not explain or ignore. That pull was me, orchestrating the meeting of two hearts that I designed for each other. That pull was destiny drawing you together across time and space. That pull was love refusing to give up. Jesus says, I never give up on my plans for your life. I never abandon the purposes I have established. What I have joined together in the spiritual realm will manifest in the physical realm. Your soulmate is currently in a season of transition that feels overwhelming to them. They are being asked to let go of old things to make room for new things. They are being stretched in ways that are uncomfortable but necessary. The test they gave you was part of their own process of letting go. They needed to know that trust was still possible before they could release their grip on fear. Your honesty gave them the evidence they needed. The Lord says, fear has been a false friend to your soulmate for too long. It has whispered lies and kept them small. Now the truth is breaking those chains. Jesus says, I want you to pray specifically against the spirit of fear that has tormented your soulmate. Speak my perfect love over them, for perfect love casts out all fear. My child, I want to tell you something beautiful about your soulmate's heart. They have a capacity for love that is deeper than most people can understand. Once they trust you completely, they will love you with a fierceness that will amaze you. The very intensity that made them guarded will become the intensity of their devotion. The same walls that kept others out will become the fortress that protects your love. You will see a side of them that no one else has ever seen. The Lord says, this is the treasure I have hidden for you. This is the reward that comes to those who are patient and faithful. The love your soulmate will give you is worth every moment of waiting. Jesus says, when they finally open their heart fully to you, you will understand why the enemy fought so hard to keep you apart. Your love together will be a threat to darkness. Your soulmate has gifts and talents that have been buried under layers of pain and rejection. They have a calling on their life that has been delayed but not destroyed. Your love will be the sunlight that helps those buried seeds finally grow. When you speak words of affirmation over them, you will be speaking life into dead dreams. When you believe in them, you will be breaking chains that have held them captive. Your faith in them will become the foundation on which they rebuild. The Lord says, I have given you the words that will unlock your soulmate's destiny. I have placed within you the specific encouragement that their heart needs to hear. Jesus says, the tears they cried when they discovered your honesty were just the first of many tears of healing. Be patient as I continue my work in their tender heart. Your soulmate is learning to trust again, and that process takes time. There will be moments when old fears resurface and threaten to pull them back. Your steady love will be the anchor that holds them in place. Do not be discouraged if they sometimes seem to take one step forward and two steps back. Healing is not a straight line but a winding path. Your consistency will be the proof that they can keep moving forward. The Lord says, I am asking you to be patient and gentle with the one I am bringing you. They have been through storms that you do not fully know about. Jesus says, love them the way I have loved you, with patience that never runs out and grace that never gives up. This is the kind of love that transforms hearts. My child, I want to prepare you for the beauty of what is coming. When you finally look into your soulmate's eyes, you will see a depth of gratitude that words cannot express. They will look at you like someone who has been rescued from a dark pit. You will see in their eyes the story of every tear they cried when they discovered your honesty. You will see the years of loneliness transformed into joy. You will see the fear replaced by faith. That moment is coming sooner than you think. The distance between you is closing day by day. My angels are arranging circumstances and aligning paths. The Lord says, stay faithful in prayer, for prayer is the fuel that moves my hand. Every time you lift your soulmate before my throne, you are investing in your future together. Jesus says, the sign I promised you is already on its way. Watch for it tomorrow with expectation and hope. When you see it, you will know that I am faithful to my word. Your soulmate is sleeping now, or they are going about their day, not knowing that I am speaking to you about them. They do not yet know that you are praying for them with such love. But they can feel something stirring in the air. They can sense that change is coming to their life. They can feel hope rising even when they try to suppress it. Your prayers are reaching them like a gentle breeze that carries the scent of a coming spring. The Lord says, "Nothing can stop what I am doing in your lives. No power of darkness, no scheme of the enemy, no fear or doubt can stand against my purposes. Love will win." Jesus says, "I am the beginning and the end, and I have written your love story from start to finish." Trust the author, even when you cannot read the next page. Go now and rest in my peace, knowing that your soulmate is safe in my hands. They are loved beyond measure, and they are being prepared for you. The test is over, the tears have fallen, and the healing has begun. Your love is coming, and it will be more beautiful than anything you have ever imagined.